So what we are going to do is we are basically just going to try and match the shapes to fit these shapes that we created, right? We are just going to try to match the shapes, and everybody has their own way of manipulating the line. So, all right. So let's start. What I usually like to do is, as you can see, I have my first drawing around frame 5, and any other thing is empty. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy. Make sure I set a keyframe there by pressing F6. That's where you get this red dot, right? So once I have that, I'm just going to copy this and paste it here. All right. So copy, Control C, Control V. I just need that shape. So now all we are going to do is we're going to try and match the shape. So usually I like to start with part of the head. All right. So I'm just gonna select the shape I'm working with and the ears. So just make sure you're working on the parent spec. Just gonna shift and move it. So basically we are just going to try and match the shapes that we drew, right? For the nose, we are going to do some distortion. That's why we added the deformers. So some of these shapes, as you can see, it is skewed a bit. So just going to skew just a little bit. But before that, let us create something for the lips. So I just need something as reference to know where I'm placing my lips. So what I'm going to do is with the whole face, then I think I'm gonna go into the face. So I would like my lips to be part of this. So these are all ears. As I'm gonna create a drawing. So lips. The lips are going to separate them into I think 4. So the overlay, line art, color art, and the underlay. But for now, I just need it here. So I'm gonna create a peg for the lip. Sorry. Now make sure they are sharing the drawing peg. Then I'm gonna plug it in front. Alright. Try and make this thing clean a bit. Everything is gonna be connected to this. Alright, so go back to that frame. So I like to turn stuff off when I'm not using them. So just gonna select this, press D to turn it off so I can actually see what I'm working with using my deformer. But first let me place it and make the position. Okay, so with shapes like this, I think we're going to create a drawing substitution orderly. Should I flip it? Let me just flip it and take this off. Yeah, so I'm going to create a drawing substitution for this. So I'm just going to create a new empty or duplicate this because I want the same shape. Same with the ear detail. Did I turn it off? So let's just match the head. So with this part, we just have to track this thing properly. So let us just activate this so we know where it is. So that's behind. So that means in this part, it has to come all the way here. So this left hand now has to be here, whereas you have to be there. All right, so I'm gonna put it there before I mess it up. Same with the feet. So track it before I mess it up. Alright, so I think this is okay for now. So we just go through it and fix a couple of stuff. First of all, let me check this out. What is happening to the outline of this? Because so I'm just putting so I'm just gonna copy the line out over here. Right, line out, paste it onto the overlay, and I'm going to edit it in a way that we only get this line over here, right? So I think first of all, let me trim. Let me get my cutter. So I'm gonna trim parts I don't need. So let me check it out. Yeah, so we only need the line just around here. So yep. So places like this, I can just edit it. So like I said, you'll be going through some of the changes. Yeah. So as you can see now, you have a proper line. So I didn't trim this part. Alright, so just go through it, make sure everything is done. We'll continue next time.